In 2291, in an attempt to control violence among deep space miners, the New Earth government legalized no-holds-barred fighting. Leandri Mining Corporation, working with the NEG, established a series of leagues and bloody public exhibitions. The fight's popularity grew with their brutality. Soon, Leandri discovered that the public matches were their most profitable enterprise. The professional league was formed. A cabal of the most violent and skilled warriors in known space, selected to fight in a grand tournament. Now it is 2341. 50 years have passed since the founding of Deathmatch. Profits from the tournament number in the hundreds of billions. You have been selected to fight in the professional league by the Leandri Rules Board. Your strength and brutality are legendary. The time has come to prove you are the best. To crush your enemies. To win the tournament.
Welcome back, everyone, to another edition of UT4 Fall Elim Leagues. We are in the second match of the playoffs between Globo Gym and Macro. These teams, captained by Nolja and Legions, respectively, are two very strong teams. We've got a potential MVP winner in Laterade. Is the star for Globo Gym, while Macro is really a three-headed monster so far of Legion's Fallacy and Beta Movement. Although, we will see if in this edition, can Beta stop baiting his teammates and help lead them to a victory. Team statistically that has been incredibly strong so far throughout the year, but has faltered when it has come to actually converting that statistical advantage into victories. We will see if they are able to keep some sort of statistical dominance going, but transfer that over to a victory. Or will Nolja's adjustment to the UT4 gameplay continue as he gets better and better, and will Laterade and his MVP form help carry Globo Gym to a win against Team Macro. We have Leandri and Fader Division teams going up against each other in this matchup. Again, second match of the playoffs. Expecting an absolute banger of a match today. Both of these teams very strong, very capable. Both can win on any given day. Night, map, whatever you may want to call it. We expect great things out of both of these teams. Just waiting for the last few people to get in, but actually, Nolja to get in. We do know he is here. He has typed to let us know that the match was going to be starting soon, so no worries about him getting in, and maybe just giving us a reboot right before he gets into gameplay. Laterade giving some comments, so we'll see what's going on. But both teams warming up here, and we expect a good one. Actually, we're about to head into a holiday weekend. Hopefully, some of you who are in the United States get Monday off. Have a nice, long weekend. But this match, going to hopefully be a close one. Want to see the match between Team Them, captained by Rookie, and Pay to Lose, captained by Exit, next right. 2-0, fairly convincingly to Team Them. So we'll see if Globo Gym and Mac are able to provide us a playoff banger. And here's hoping. Later, giving us the nice help out here, telling us that the maps for tonight are Elucidation, Pending, and Entropic. I'm going to ask who the... I'm going to ask Laterade who picked what, so I actually know this going in. But we are still waiting for Nolja. I mean, if I had to guess, without seeing it or knowing it yet, I would say that Elucidation is definitely Globo Gym's pick, Pending is definitely Macro's pick, and then Entropic is the tiebreaker, which I believe it is bans until you get to the TV, and in this case, that will favor Globo Gym, as they are the higher seed, I do believe. And I do wonder why... I do wonder why Pending was the pick for Macro. I feel like they kind of picked more into Globo Gym's wheelhouse. I would have expected something, you know, Chi-Op, Signify, that sort of map against maybe even Quest against Globo Gym. But I feel like those are maps that all of Macro are going to probably do a little bit better on. But 2K4 maps that are fairly common are going to be kind of right up Nolja, Elate's, and Snipey's wheelhouses, although from my understanding, Necro, big development, has moved across country for work and is going to have a bit of a scheduling problem going forward. So Tommy Guns has been picked up as a playoff substitute for Globo Gym, and I believe we'll be playing with them the rest of the way through the game. So, and we are going into map 1 of the playoff matchup between Globo Gym, Purple Cobras, and Team Macro. And we're going to go right on board with Laterade, wasting no time. Round 1, turn on X-Ray, and Laterade, a potential MVP candidate, starting them off, looking towards High Glass. They did indeed go there, but all of them went the long way around, taking the scenic route, and Laterade, seeing nothing, finds Fallacy, hits a great sniper and shock primary against Fallacy, starting off, getting 110 damage out, or 110, 115, but Laterade pushing in Beta takes him down at Glass. They know where he's going to sit, and they ruthlessly exterminate Mr. Beta movement. And Process goes down. Legion's last one alive. Need to get over to him. He goes down the moment I go to swap to him. And Globo Gym taking the first round. We will go on board with Legions. Round 2, the captain for Team Macro, and see if he can't turn his team's fortunes around. Trying to find Snipies. Does get some rockets loaded. Unable to connect. And gets right into the face of Nolja. Get out the link gun. Rockets will do. Takes care of Nolja and puts his team in a good position. However, Laterade's still alive. And Legion's going to push in, find 2 people. Jumps right in. Headshots of Laterade. Fantastic shot out of. Gets the double kill. Tommy Guns last alive. Can he carry around? No, he cannot. Legion's helping his team win round 2. And we're going to go on board now with Nolja, team captain for Globo Gym. Currently leading his team in PPR as well. So, quite good performance out of Nolja so far. We do expect that he should be comfortable with this map. And rocket from Legion's a little short, doesn't hit Nolja. Nolja is just aimbotting Beta here. Just not, although as soon as I say that, misses his next shot, but he's jumping, and pretty soon, what the hell did we just witness? I mean, Nolja, I think, just hit Process when he was shooting at somebody else. Holy moly, he is on fire right now. We will stick with him for, you know, another round here. See if he can't continue that. I mean, that was unreal sniper shot. Just a fantastic round out of Nolja, helping to carry his team to a 2-1 round advantage. And now apparently he can't hit anything. Making use of the glass window shooty aspect, and now he's going to push in, fight Legions. big combo onto Legions. Can't follow it up with the LG. And now running directly into Beta. It's Beta and Process, last two alive, and Process soon to be the last one. And we are on Process now as he has 7 HP in a dream, and that dream is now dead. Globo Gym taking a 3-1 lead. And we're going to go on board with Fallacy next round and take a peek as to how Fallacy's getting into this match. Gets a quick snipe onto Snipies, you know, living up to the names there, but runs right into Nolja. The combo a little bit too late, but thankfully Fallacy saves his ammo, recognizes that that was never on, and then runs directly into Later Aid, gets a shot down. It's always wild, because with X-Ray we can see exactly where these people are, and it's a little hard to remember that Fallacy cannot. In fact, you know, just Fallacy now in the 3v1. He's got to try and hold, but he is low, takes care of Tommy Guns, misses the health pack, gets right into Nolja's face, unable to connect, does connect, but too little, too late. Snipies takes him down, 4-1 in favor of Globo Gym. And we will go on board, give Snipies his round, see if he's able to, you know, kind of keep going and keep Globo Gym ahead. Combo never on, but running right into Beta, and he's probably going to go down very quickly. They're probably going to push him. Combos his own teammate. And we're going to go on board Later Aid here. Snipies, 8 HP, Later Aid. He is stacked. This could be a pretty good Dark Horse opportunity. Beta, the only one capable of surviving more than a stiff breeze. Later Aid lands a snipe onto Beta. Crucial. Gets down Fallacy. One more, but unable. Headshot onto Beta. Beta goes down. Sack of potatoes. Now Legions versus Later Aid. Later Aid just needs to hit anything. And does. Dark Horse for Later Aid. Fantastic. Fantastic shot. And we'll stick on board with Later Aid for this next round. That was a fantastic round out of Later Aid. And we're going to swap up. Looks like Later Aid kind of doing a little bit here, but Fallacy, 11 HP, now fighting Later Aid. He's got to try and survive. His team's heavy hitter in this round. And it is going to be difficult. He goes down to Nolja, and quick 6-1 in favor of Globo Gym. They seem to be running away with it. And we're going to go on board now, give Tommy Guns a round here. He is the substitute for Necro. Kind of been a tough situation for Globo Gym having to get a sub this late in the season, but Tommy Guns is more than a man. I think, in my opinion, a little bit more consistent than Necro, but fewer big games out of him. Could be wrong. Always a chance for that, but he is getting right in, and Process last alive. Process goes down the moment I say it. The caster's curse for last alive continues, and we have a quick 7-1 now in favor of. And we're going to go on back on board with Nolja. He is leading his team 3.9 PPR as just dominating, and it doesn't look like Nolja has played a version of this map where you can't shoot through the windows. He is absolutely crushing his window shooty skills right now, although having a little bit of trouble landing shots on a Fallacy there and kind of having a quiet round. But he finds Fallacy, and Fallacy is soon to be last alive. And once again, Macro going down pretty quickly. I mean, it is 8-1. This is an absolute barnstormer. We're going to just go right back on board with Later Aid. I mean, him and Nolja have been carrying their team round after round so far. Just fantastic play out of both of them. And Later Aid getting aggressive. I wish he'd have kept the rockets out and just pushed in. Gets the flag. Legion's right there. And now he's going to get in. Just start shooting. Combo doesn't hit anything, and the boot jump able to get out of dodge. Don't know where he got hit from, but lands a little bit of rocket damage in return. And now Beta last alive. and he is surrounded. Soon, probably soon to go down. Does in fact go down. 9-1. Absolutely. I mean, we'll just go right on board with the MVP candidate, Laterade, as he's shooting through the window and sees Fallacy, drops down, unable to connect again. Gonna look towards Shock. I should remember that wall dodge for later. But he misses Beta, who was sitting there at Shock, and does take an LG, but Laterade flicks to Beta. I don't know if that was called or he just had suspicion Beta was there, but fantastic flick from him. And now it's Nolja and Snipies. Now just Snipies in a 3-on-1. And Macro looking like they're going to be able to stave off map defeat for one more round. And, I mean, we're going to swap between Nolja and Laterade. They're both absolutely dominating for their team. Nolja looking like he's going to run right in there and trades sniper shots. And he's going to look through the windows and, once again, shooting. I mean, he's definitely looking for that. Unable to land the combo and then goes down quite quickly. Laterade, pretty passive this round. And he's going to come in and help out Snipey. Snipey's doing a great job staying alive. And Laterade unable to connect. A fantastic rocket from him. Able to direct Fallacy, which is exactly what he needs to be doing. Gets the kill onto Beta. Goes for the health pack. Gets shot. Good. Big combo out of Laterade. Can he get the follow-up? He can. He is 10 HP and a dream in a 2v1. This is going to be tough for him to take down. Both players survive sniper shots, and he is going to struggle. I mean, it's going to be a very difficult time. He does, in fact, go down, and Macro making a comeback, or attempting to, but they have no flexibility. They cannot afford to lose a single round, and we're going to stick on board. Laterade seems to be the hottest player right now for his team. Nolja's kind of cooled off a little bit, and maybe Macro has gotten used to how he's playing the map, but as it is, Laterade getting aggressive, going on to Legions. A bunch of people here at Matrix. Does Laterade know? He runs directly into 3. He's going to back off, but not entirely. Continues his sniper barrage. Looks below him. The Shock does see Legions. Don't know how he knew he was there, but great just perception, understanding, map knowledge out of Laterade, and loads rockets, but does not find the connection. And Beta shoots him through the glass. 9-4 now. Holy moly. Don't look now, but Macro might be staging a comeback. And we're going to go on board with Legions currently, or actually, no, Fallacy leading for his team. See if maybe Fallacy is able to help turn it around. Being very careful, got a little bit of damage through that glass, but just absolutely, and Fallacy goes down, and we'll go on board with Beta. See if he can't, if he's still baiting his teammates, or if he's able to get the damage out and help his team. Laterade and Nolja know where he is, and he gets a big flak on a Nolja. Holy moly. And now Nolja in the 1v4. He is trying to stave off the furious comeback by Macro. Legions can die to one shot. Almost anything will take him down, including a mini bullet. Nolja does go down, and it is now 9-5 in favor of Globo Gym, as they've lost 4 in a row. And we're going to go on board with Legions, as you know, his team is holding Matrix. Seems like this has been where they've kind of been going and having success, sitting in Matrix, making Globo Gym push into them. And right now, both teams just kind of avoiding each other, it seems like. Legions almost eats that rocket to the face, does get comboed from behind from his teammate, I think, potentially. But hits Snipies and comes face-to-face with Snipies and Tommy Guns. They are down. Well, now it is a tie, 3-3 on players. And however, now it's down to Beta, Mr. Beta Movement, last alive. Laterade just gets right into him. He says, "You are not winning this round." 10-5 in favor of Globo Gym. Map 1 goes. Laterade, 3.7 PPR, almost 4K damage. Nolja, 4K damage, 3.5 PPR. No one on Macro, above 2.5 PPR. Holy moly. I mean, it is... I guess they had a really tough game. Snipey's actually having a... I don't know what his league average is, but I know when we played them, he was struggling to get 2s. So, I mean, if he gets 2.2, he's probably doing his job for his team. I mean, he's almost equaling Legions, as we can see. I mean, just kind of pure domination from Globo Gym, although they gave up 4 rounds. I mean, that was a much bigger stomp than they let on. So, I mean, after that absolute shellacking, how is Macro going to respond? It's going to take a pretty good effort. I almost feel like they really need to kind of, you know, reverse that domination, get themselves back into a bit more of a comfortable spot heading into Entropic, which Globo Gym has looked very strong on. They absolutely... I mean, they beat Team Them. It was a very strong team and looked like they were back to their winning ways yesterday. So, I mean, was it a poor performance from Team Them? Great performance from Globo Gym? Well, we're going to find out. You know. But Macro needs to get their heads out of their asses and start shooting the asses of the enemy team. Or else this is going to be a very quick playoff match. We have readies going out and just need the have funs and the potentially a good luck have fun, although that has seemed to go by the wayside, as now we just replace the GLHF with just HFHF. And for round 1, we're going to go on board once we can find out where they are in the spectating order with Legions for Team Macro. And watch as if he can lead his team to a victory. Why does X-Ray turn off? But, okay, there we go. X-Ray on, and Legion's looking for Nolja, unwilling to push. Trying to hold the 50 area, and gets the rocket out. If he just comboed there, he would have done a ton of damage. Gets a ton of damage, does take down Nolja, and it is already Snipey's last alive, and he has got 4 people to deal with, and he does not have a lot of HP after that flak. I mean, tough round. Macro taking round 1, and we'll go on board. We will see how Fallacy gets into the round. I know that Macro didn't really get all the much screen time last map. I figured they'd get a lot at the end, but they just didn't really survive long at the end of rounds to get a ton of screen time, and then they started winning. Really unfortunate, but on board with Fallacy, taking some shots at Tommy Guns. Kind of not helping his team there, but Tommy Guns last alive. Jesus. Tommy Guns goes down 2-0 in favor of Macro, and we'll go on board with Beta. Take a peek. Already 2 rounds to none. And neither team really looking at each other, but Beta does land a snipe onto not the player who sniped him. And now he's getting some damage done. We're gonna swap to Process. It looks like he's about to get involved. But he backs off too. Oh, what? I cannot find the right player. Back to Beta, and later aid and Tommy Guns, but now Process last alive. And he is getting chased down. Later aid takes him down with the minigun and gets Globo Gym on the board. And we're going to go on board with Later aid next round. And he's currently 3.2 PPR leading his team. Nolja kind of slowing down from his performance on Elucidation. And Later aid gets right into the action. Beta had barely any chance to respond as Later aid just eliminates him. Absolutely. And pancaking Legions but Legions then gets out of dodge down the lift. And already Fallacy now in the last alive 4v1. His teammates dying almost simultaneously, putting him in a bad spot, and Globo Gym has come back, taken, you know, a bit of a round, or tied it back up, I should say. Not taking a round lead, and Snipey's gonna back off. Doesn't want to get around the corner. Does go up a nice rocket into connector there, and now he's going to run directly into two people, but goes down to some nades. Unfortunate for Tommy Guns. And on board with Process. Getting right into Tommy Guns' face. The battle of the low salary players goes to Process. And Process now shooting a combo. Goes down, and Fallacy now in the 2v1. Laterade can die to a sniper or a beam, but they're gonna have Nolja push forward and try and be the guy fishing for Fallacy. Nice use of the hammer out of Fallacy. Gets out of dodge, runs right into Laterade. Unable to land the shot. Does land that one, and now Nolja is gotta be chasing. Sitting at connector, waiting. Fallacy kind of avoiding him. Gets the HP pack. He's going to go for the other one. Had to have known Nolja was down there. Fallacy missing the primary or the combo attempt. Nolja taking him down. 3-2 in favor of Globo Gym. And we will go on board with Nolja. He seems to be waking up on pending. And lands the primary onto Beta. But he's going to dip and dive down to basement and go back up to 50. Directly into two people, backs off again. Great, you know, just peeking in, getting the damage out. But now, him and his team look like they're going a little passive. Does get the kill onto Fallacy, and Legion's sitting around the corner. Nolja making some sound cues. Possibly convincing Legions he was not there. And now Beta 2v1 against Laterade and Tommy Guns. Gonna be tough. Tommy Guns just getting in on him, just trying to do his best. Tommy Guns taking down Beta Movement 4-2 to Globo Gym after winning the first two rounds and looking strong. Macro has started falling apart, and we're gonna go on board with Legions. Can he right the ship, turn it around, give them the chance to succeed and win this map and take us to a map 3 on Entropic? Or is Globo Gym just going to continue their round dominance, and they get right onto Legions? Legions missing every flak there. Snipey's taking out the rockets. Legions hitting the one he needed. And now Laterade and Tommy in the 2v1. Laterade missing an important snipe there, as he could have killed Legions and made it a much easier time for his team. Legion's going to drop down right into two people, and he's going to run right, try and hold Laterade there, and again, Laterade unable to hit the shot. And now Laterade in the 3v1 situation. Can he finally land the shots on the Beta and Legions that he needs? He lands a shot on the Beta. Legions is so low, 25 HP. He dies to almost anything other than a Link primary. I guess a Link secondary and a Stinger primary. But holy moly. I mean, Laterade playing patiently. Rats out. I guess Macro should have called Orkin to exterminate this rat. But as it stands, Laterade trying to maneuver himself into a position, does take down Legions, and now Fallacy now dies to a snipe. Laterade is much healthier, but can he connect when he needs to? Was that camp? No, that was the overtime damage, I believe. He has to know he's healthier. Maybe he knows he's healthier, and he is playing passively, trying to get around to get that HP. Does get the HP, does take out Fallacy, wins the 3v1 Dark Horse. Fallacy tells him to fight him. Fallacy, you needed to contact Terminex and get rid of the rats in the map. Laterade, you have earned yourself another round, my good sir. And he's going to start off getting a snipe, trading snipes with Fallacy, rather. And somehow Fallacy doesn't die, but Nolja does. Beautiful air rocket out of Laterade. Takes down Fallacy. Holy moly. And already Macro looking to be in a rough spot. And they're in danger of going down 4 rounds here. And Process last alive. He is going to die in any second. It does die. And holy moly, Laterade on fire. 4.8 PPR. We're going to start off on Laterade. Nice catch, bro. Laterade talking trash already. You know, it's probably playful banter. I know him and Fallacy probably known each other for a while at this point. But Laterade's just, he's hitting. He knows this map inside and out. He knows every angle. And he is going to take the shots. Fallacy now in the 3v1. It's going to be tough for him. Takes down Tommy guns. He's got 2 more to deal with. Both will survive a snipe. He's got to, you know, do his best. Almost gets hit by the combo. Does get hit by the sniper. Goes down. Now 7-2. Laterade is firing on all cylinders. 4.8 PPR. Maybe trying to convince all the MVP voters that didn't vote for him that they were wrong. No official announcement yet. Don't know. The final tabulation has not occurred. But there were some that thought this man was not it. And Laterade now finding directly into... Oh my! Almost hit the rocket on the person he wasn't even aiming for. And there are now 3 people around him. Somehow he has not taken any damage yet. Gets right on the Process, takes out Process. Headshots, Fallacy. Can he get the multi? Beta, healthy in U-Haul. Beta, full HP, has not taken any damage yet. And right now, we're looking directly at Laterade against Beta, and Beta, one snipe will do it. Beta probably doesn't know that, and he's gonna go passive, go to double ramps, going up to boxes, and Beta takes down Laterade, ends the reign of terror, and gets Macro back on to the board. And we'll go on board with Beta, see if he can't help turn his team's fortunes around. It has been difficult. Macro looks like they're getting bullied around the map so far. And, I mean, what's going wrong? Or is it just Laterade's hitting way too many shots? That seems like it is probably highly likely. Nolja, quick push, although his back is turned. If Beta had turned around a little bit faster, he could have potentially, you know, gotten Nolja there. Just unable to do so. And Beta is still being very passive. I can't say that I agree with this play. He's not getting involved enough for his team, but in this round anyways, his team doesn't need him, as Snipey's now in the 3v1, and potentially Globo can try and get this back to 7v4, but Legions can die to almost anything but Process, turning the corner with a sniper rifle out. Not usually your, you know, not usually what you'd want, but, you know, certainly there's fighting going on across the map, and I am missing it. And Nolja and Beta coming face to face. And Legion's 2 directly in his face, and he gets damage onto, huge combo onto Laterade, goes down to Legions. Beta face to face with Laterade, can't hit the shot. Laterade will die. No, he won't. He's barely enough HP, but now he dies. Beta takes him down. Nolja in the 4v1, or 4v1, 3v1. I apologize for the misspeak. And lands a snipe. He lands a big flak, but he's unable to dodge all of the shots forever. And right now, Macro trying to make a furious comeback. However, they started a few rounds sooner than they did the last time around. And Beta trading LGs with Laterade. Kind of actually, you know, that's a pretty good trade. Anytime you can trade with Laterade at this point. However, Beta goes down to Laterade, and now Macro 2 players to Globo Gym's 3. However, Snipey's basically dies to a stiff breeze, and Fallacy saying good fight to Nolja. And Legion's now passive, lets his teammate die, and now 3v1 lands 2 quick snipes, but he's getting shot from multiple angles. He needs to try and get out. The earliest flak ball shot, or the longest range flak ball shot of all time, and Globo Gym getting another round. And we're going to go on board with Nolja, or actually I should say, probably just go right back on board with Laterade. He's currently in a fight, gets the kill. I should have gone to him sooner. And he's now right engaged with Legions. Gonna cut off Beta. And gets the snipe onto Beta. Nice little, cheeky little dodge, and he's now in the 3v1. And Laterade, once again, ratting his life off. Macro should have called Terminex, taken care of this, but they have a rat infestation. Finally, the Terminator shows up, takes care of Laterade, and we are gonna go back on board with Fallacy. Currently in second place for Macro here, and unable to connect the rockets. Oops. Process currently fighting. He has multiple people around him. Unable to hit the shot on Tommy guns. And now Legions and Beta in the 2v1. Legions failing the dodge. Finally getting up. Almost jumps right into a combo. Does take care of Nolja. But it is him and Beta. Beta with 10 HP. Now Legions alone. And he is trying to stave off a match point round for Globo Gym. That he is 1/3 of the way there. Tommy Guns and Laterade does take care of Laterade. And now Tommy Guns last alive. He's got to be watching the pack. You know it. You know it. But he does not block every shot. Tommy Guns misses the LG that would have killed Legions. And Legions 10 HP. Tommy Gun crucially at 100. He does survive in LG. Legions does not. Tommy Guns definitely has the advantage. Legions, a huge rocket, but he goes down to Tommy Guns. Tommy Guns hitting the snipe he needed to. Holy moly, that is now match point for Globo Gym, and Globo Gym 1 round away from taking this, and we will go on board with Laterade if I can hit the right numbers. Believe this is him. He's currently zoomed in, and he has 3 people over at double ramps. Well, 2 people with him, I should say. 3 of them in total. And he's now going to push on to Beta, hit Legions with a snipe. He's just, his sense of timing is so good. He's just, like, the frames that he has on these angles are fantastic. And he just, you know, he's taking the shots, not afraid to miss. And in case nobody's there, and he is just not missing right now. And now Beta, he is trying his best. He is 15 HP, and he goes down nearly instantly. And that will be the match. Globo Gym takes it 2 maps to nothing, winning both Elucidation and Pending. Absolutely phenomenal gameplay out of them. Laterade, 4.5 PPR leading the way. I don't believe anyone on Macro had over 3. Nolja 3 himself. The 2-headed monster at the top of Globo Gym, absolutely devouring Macro and gobbling them up on their way to the next round of the playoffs. Fantastic showing out of Laterade and Nolja, and they both stay in. Let me get a peek at the stats at the end. Absolutely best of thanks to both of you. And man, what a playoff matchup. We will, you know, see the next playoff. Tune please into every playoff match. Give every streamer your love. They are all working very hard, doing their best. I'm finally free. Fallacy. Most likely. However, tune in next time to the UT4 Fall Elim League hosted by UTPugs. Watch the next playoff match. And until next time, have a good one. See ya. Later.